Quagsire, Wishcash, Alolan Sandslash, and Frostlash. So running double Ice, double Mudboy. When I look at this team, obviously the double Mudboys, you would think like double Mudboys, you might think, well, they're like very different Mudboys, which is actually pretty favorable for this team composition. It's a very interesting team composition. I can't think of like any immediate holes I would see in this team. Yeah, it's a pretty solid team. Like there's not like any like huge gaps. Like obviously Bronzong would probably do not bad against like well, probably still lose this, right? Yeah, this is a pretty good team. This is the Fusion Cup. I always find it like really hard to try to identify what would be good lines of 3 to run, but let's go ahead and get started and take a look at his first match. His first round opponent is running Venusaur, Charizard, Swampert, Altaria, Togekiss, and Frostlass. So not making it that favorable to run Noctowl. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see what he actually leads and if he actually brings in double Mudboys. So he leads in Noctowl, okay, yeah. Charizard, he switches out. Oh, this is an Air Slash or Wing Attack. Gonna go for the Earthquake. He's running double Mudboy, so he's basically baiting out the grass. Oh, this is very smart. Does draw the shield. I probably wouldn't have shielded if I was that Venusaur, but it would have put it pretty low. And if you do shield, like you probably should go for the farm down. And then here comes Noctowl. This Noctowl is going to have a field day with this Venusaur. Oh, thank you, Debbie, for the sub there. And can't farm too much because I don't want to get hit by another charge move. Oh man, literally the perfect farm there. Or his opponent didn't realize that that didn't KO. So up a shield, and then here comes Swampert. Swampert gonna be able to spam. This is obviously, he put his opponent in a pretty bad situation, farming the grass, especially since this is Venusaur not able to do as much damage as, for example, a Shift Tree, for example. And they're gonna switch out. Okay, not a huge deal either way. He's gonna put up the shield, and we're gonna see another Hydro Cannon come through, which is totally fine. All right, here comes Charizard. This is not gonna KO Charizard, but it's gonna put it pretty low. And here comes Blast Burn. Oh man, was that CMP? Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And this is a Air Slash version, or man, I'm pretty sure it's Air Slash. Oh, actually a pretty close match, to be honest. That Swampert was probably still like 2 mud shots away from a Hydro Cannon, but that was actually a very close match. Baited out the grass and played it pretty well. So we're gonna go into the second match here, and we're gonna see live tournament recap. Yeah, I haven't covered too many Mexican players. Have I? I don't think so. I don't know if I've ever covered this, like a very large tournament from a Mexican player. Maybe? I don't know. Anyways. Anyway, so this matchup, Wishcash does win this matchup in the 2 shield, but Swampert should win it in the 1. Going up, I'm not sure what move gonna go for. That was kind of a weird oh, able to beat it, so maybe just slightly miscounted the back-to-back. And then Swampert should be able to survive this Mud Bomb, but gonna preserve it, which is probably a decent move, because it looks like actually gonna pay off quite a bit. And then here comes the Hydro Cannon, which is gonna do quite a bit to Frostlass. We're gonna see if this can probably, oh yeah, can definitely beat it to the second before the race to the charge move. And then you got to be pretty strategic here. If you're this Frostlass, you want to farm up just enough Okay, I don't know. Really likes undercharging. And because this is oh man, this is actually really bad for the Alolan Sand. This is actually really good for the Alolan Sand Slash because it is not the Fire Spin variant. These air slashes are actually resisted as opposed to double super effective. And then these it should go out in 2 ice punches. And yeah, you can see a dramatic difference. I don't think this is gonna be a. Oh, it is gonna be a blast burn. Wow. Okay, I'm really underestimating. Wow, really nice job. Able to pull that win out. Really underestimated. Was that air slash or wing attack? You know what? I can never tell from a Charizard. No, it must be air slash because obviously it's a blast burn variant. Gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Nice. It's a very interesting. Wonder what the reasoning is. Like, I guess if you, and then here comes another one, and then should be able to farm down afterwards. So, Charizard with energy is pretty dangerous. Probably gonna go Wish Cash, and we're gonna see if this is a Blast Burn or Dragon Claw. It's just a Dragon Claw, so it's not that bad. Is this going to be another Dragon Claw? It's a Blast Burn. And then oh, I thought he was going to switch out to Frostlass, which would have been pretty interesting. And we're going to see what's in the back. Oh, it's Venusaur. Oh, man, this is not great. But going to be able to land this Avalanche. And can be very... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. Going to save it all for this Venusaur. But up 2 shields. Actually should be able to beat it to the 3rd one. But this, I think it's going to come down to this Wish Cash landing. Actually, no. No, never mind. What I'm talking about. Up additional shields. So should be able to get to the Avalanche. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought this match was going to be a little bit closer than it actually was. But really nice play. Really mixed it up in that 3rd game. Basically baiting out the Venusaur and then punishing it afterwards. And then next second round opponent is going to run Noctowl, Shiftry, Poliwrath, Wigglytuff, Swampert, and Alolan Sandslash as well. So going to lead this Noctowl. It's very difficult to not staying in too. Wow, that's crazy. And here comes Alolan Sandslash. Gonna go Wish Cash, which makes sense. And wants to be very strategic because doesn't want to come out of this matchup with... ideally, you want to come out of this matchup with energy and then threaten the Shiftry. But you also don't want to get hit by too many Ice Punches. As you can see, these are adding up to quite a bit. And definitely have to... I think you have to burn a shield for this. And then immediately Blizzard. I guess you don't have to immediately Blizzard. Okay, there you go. Because the Shiftry already expended energy before, it wasn't going to be on it. And then this Shiftry potentially could have farmed up a little bit more. Like getting hit by a Mud Bomb wouldn't have been that big a deal. Now is basically at 0 energy, but this Noctowl, and he really likes when he knows his opponent's going to shield. He really doesn't like throwing the. Well, I guess that would have KO'd anyways. So we're gonna see what's in the back. It's gonna be Swampert, and these Earthquakes are gonna do a ton of damage. All right. And here comes the Earthquake. Doesn't necessarily need to shield because still has Noctowl in the back. Well, this Noctowl is actually pretty low, but not low enough. This is actually probably the more appropriate play. Still decently close. So GG. And we're going to move on to the second match in round number 2. And here comes Wishcash into Alolan Sandslash. So always putting up the switch window, expecting the switch out. They do tie to the first charge move because it's 5 Mud Bombs. To the first one, it's 5 Powder Snows to the first Ice Punch. But he does beat it to the... It only takes 4 Mud Shots to the second one. So Wishcash is always going to beat this Alolan Sandslash to the second charge move. And we're going to see immediate switch out into... Okay, yeah, this is not great here. Gonna lose the 8. I think gonna lose the race to the charge move here. We're gonna see if a shield comes up. Oh, went for the bait. Why? Whoa. Gonna get this Bulldoze is actually gonna do a pretty decent amount, but the shield does go up. It's so risky. Like, I think I would just want a dynamic punch. Getting the tempo advantage there is like a little too risky. Especially when it's such a poor matchup. It's not like you can expect to turn around that matchup. Okay, yep. Ice punch or dynamic punch? Dynamic punch. And just barely able to get to the Mud Bomb. It's definitely single HP. Gonna faint right after this. Up 2 shields, man. Against a Frostlass, this is like I don't know what he could have in the back. There's nothing in the back that can beat a Frostlass with up 2 shields. Doesn't even necessarily need to shield this. Dynamic Punch still does a decent amount. And here comes Shiftry. All right. And yeah, this match is pretty much over here. So that's game number 2 in round number 2. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's going to faint to one more Powder Snow anyways. Oh, and this Poliwrath said, you KO'd me, but I'm going to come back for more. So we're going to move on to game number 3 in round number 2. So going to lead Venusaur, call the Mud Boy, and going to switch out into Quagsire. Quagsire actually a pretty good counter, but a little slow on the switch in. Oh, going Nightshade. Yeah, that's definitely not the right answer. I'm going to go Stone Edge. Going to look to land another Stone Edge. Probably going to be Sky Attack this time. Yeah. It wouldn't have mattered. I guess it kind of matters. It would have put this Quagsire at much lower health. It's KO or no? Yeah. See, the Quagsire would not have survived this Hydro Cannon if it landed and then ended up costing him a shield. Nice switch out, but this matchup is like already in the bag. And man, Alolan Sandslash just taking a little bit too much heat. Probably should have threw off the Ice Punch right away. Nose is gonna shield. Man, he's so good at predicting that his opponent's gonna shield. Because I don't know that like half a Mud Bomb would have KO'd. I guess maybe want to farm anyways. So gonna be able to put it low enough regardless. And then here comes the charge move. Yeah, and then here comes the Mud Bomb. Doesn't really matter. This Venusaur, there's still a Venusaur in the back, so gonna force the Swampert to use another charge move. Oh, actually, not gonna see the Venusaur. And then here comes the Mud Bomb, and then that's gonna be round number 2. And now we're gonna move on to round number 3. All right. Oh shoot! Oh, the third opponent there. I'm running a pretty gonna switch out into Quagsire. Quagsire does win this, but I don't know if it can double Quake or if it has to land. Oh wow, okay. That's switching. Gonna be pretty costly. Gonna go for the Earthquake. I think it has. Oh wow, it's gonna do quite a bit of damage and able to take it out. Wow, very impressive. And we're gonna see the Wish Cache come in. Another Earthquake. I'm actually kind of excited about. Is it Seismitoad or whatever, however it's called? Just because like when you go to Quagsire or you go to Swampert and you want a ground move, you have to go to Earthquake. But now with Seismitoad, or how do you say it? You have Earth Power, so it's a little bit cheaper. So still able to do a lot of damage. So it's a kind of a happy median. Oh, nice Blizzard. And we're going to see the Lone Sandslash come in. Nice switch out. And yeah, it's not a particularly great matchup. But this Wish Cache still has health in the back, so really wants to land. You need to be very strategic. This is like, when it comes to Lone Sandslash, it's a little easier to predict because it's always 5, right? So you can always count to 5 and then throw the charge move. And yeah, it just needs to land one Mud Bomb, but does have to be careful because this knockdown is pretty low. But you might even switch out. Yeah, you're gonna switch out, and it's not gonna let the farm occur. It's gonna be close. You might even let this go, and it has to throw another Mud Bomb, and then to be honest, you let this go, and then the thing here though is that a Mud Bomb. I don't know if a Mud Bomb's not gonna KO here though, but it still has a shield, right? And yeah, and then I don't think it has enough for 2, so even through the Blizzard, like, it wouldn't have mattered. So nice play. So all right, so we're moving on to game number 2 in round number 3. Some really nice play so far. Oh man, I don't know how you could play that differently. Well, you know, the Sky Attack came. You gotta like farm up as much as you can, then hope that you can. So it calls the lead. So we're gonna double coverage, nice. And then here comes. Oh, let's see. This is not gonna KO if it is a Bulldoze. And did get the QSA. So in theory should, but man, is this opposing a Lone Sandslash at too much health? Oh wow, okay. No, that really didn't make any sense there. How did that occur? I guess that's a QSA. Very aggressive switch. Man, Venusaur coming into a Lone Sandslash is very aggressive, but will it pay off? Like, man, basically a Frenzy Plant can one-shot a Frostlass. So we're going to see the counter switch. Not a great situation for TZ at all right now. Basically, like, wants to save these shields for... Yeah, this is not great. This matchup might be over. Gonna be able to get to the Mud Bomb, which is pretty nice. And this actually might work out. Ooh, are we gonna see a comeback here? I don't think so. Let's see here. And does this KO? I would have. Yeah, it does. Okay, yeah. Didn't really have much of a play there. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the third and deciding game in this round. And gonna go Frostlass into Alolan Sandslash. This is actually a favorable matchup for, but once the beta. Okay, well, yeah, I had to switch for sure. Oh man, okay, that's not great. Hydro Cannon. Yeah, I think he clicked on the Stone Edge. No, he didn't. Okay. Nice farm down. And then here comes Altaria. First time we're seeing Altaria in this best of 3. And then here comes another Stone Edge. The shield's gonna come up. Oh, whoa, okay, no shield's gonna come up. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure how confident you can be in Alolan Sandslash on sweeping a team. Wow, okay. That's pretty, man, I guess the thing is, like, Frostlass is so bad. Such a bad matchup in the back. Could have gambled. It wouldn't have made that much of a difference, but... And then, yeah, this matchup's over. So, gonna concede the match. So, we're gonna move on to round number 4. This running Wigglytuff, Venusaur, Noctowl, Swampert, Blaziken, and Probopass. And, you know, some people might look at Blaziken and think it's kind of weird, but it's actually like a pretty decent Pokemon, especially if we're gonna use like Shift Tree, because it resists all the moves there, and then as well it does really well against Celio, which has some maybe not water gun Celio. And then gonna immediately switch to Mudboy, and we're gonna see the counter switch to Venusaur. The thing is, like, a little bit too slow on the switch there. This Earthquake's actually going to do quite a bit, but does call the... okay, yeah, we're going to see. He wants both shields. Wow. Okay. And then I imagine you shield if you're the Venusaur, and then you try for the farm down. You might get hit by a Stone Edge, which you're not. And then this Noctowl comes in, you can double Sludge Bomb, which puts you in an okay position. Let's see if it's going to be a Sludge Bomb, though. It is going to be a Sludge Bomb. You might even be able to draw the second shield. And then, man, okay. The thing is, on this team, what can beat... I probably would have farmed down there, but I guess it would leave you pretty low. The thing is, you want to insta switch for sure. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Okay, not going to come. Oh, whoa. Okay. That might cost him the match there. Yeah, okay. Well, up a shield. Yeah, this might end up costing his opponent the match. It's a clever way of absorbing the charge move and preserving, like, basically treating Probopass as a shield, which I guess he would have been left in the situation regardless. So it might have ultimately been the better play. But you're going to leave, yeah, unfortunately, this, oh, okay, I'm going to draw the shield there, though. And then here comes the Blizzard. And then this, and gonna go for the Mud Bomb there. It might have been the best play. It looks weird on paper, but that might ultimately been the best play. Okay. Oh, is this still the same opponent? I think so. Oh no. Gonna lead Venusaur, and then okay, nice switch out. Gonna absorb the Ice Punch. Still gonna do a decent amount of damage to Wishcash, right? And not to Wishcash, to Swampert. Unfortunately, draws a shield there. And I don't know if does Hydro Cannon KO at this hell. Oh, Earthquake. Okay. Okay, makes sense. It's pretty obviously Quagsire coming in because he doesn't want to get paired up with it's kind of in Stone Edge range though, to be honest. Like, and then here comes Venusaur, able to draw the last shield. So nice aggressive switch, but gonna be met by oh man, this is not great for TzSpenx right now. Nice adapting by his opponent. Yeah, this match looks like it's basically. Oh, well, actually, that didn't KO. Oh wow, okay, which actually put him in a worse position. Yeah, like honestly, if it actually would have KO'd, does it actually just not KO, or was it undercharged? That was a nice play regardless. That aggressive switch in put pressure onto and drew the last shield, which was going to be pretty critical. So really nice play. Okay, obviously this is not a great matchup right now, so gonna go for the Frenzy Plant. This is round number 4, and gonna switch out into Venusaur. Oh wow, okay. Calling the double. That actually might have been pretty decent. Oh wow, okay. If very interesting strategy. I'm gonna QSA. I really like his under composure because he knows he needs to KO this Venusaur at all costs. Because this Venusaur comes out of this matchup with energy, then it's actually really bad. Oh wow, gonna come. Whoa! Oh whoa! Okay, whoa! Oh wow, okay. This not gonna KO. I think it would have survived the Hydro Cannon and definitely could have got to the does it gonna survive? Maybe it doesn't survive. I don't play Quagsire enough. Maybe it wouldn't have got to the Earthquake anyways, so. And then here comes the Hydro Cannon, which this Venusaur is gonna survive. Oh yeah, and then this is a great man. This guy loves to switch. Wow. Okay, those are some aggressive switches. That was pretty intense. Okay. Well, very nice job. Now we're gonna move on to round number 5. So this is a pretty pivotal round. Running Heracross, very appropriate. The local regional here, or there. And then immediate switch out into Frostlass, and then switch out into Quagsire. A little slow on the switch, which might end up being a little bit costly. We're gonna see here. So it's like 7 to the first Stone Edge, and then 6 to the second one, and it's just 6 to. Yeah, could this Frostlass could end up drawing double shields. Nope, not going to look to draw double shields there. And then here comes Shift Tree, and then here comes. Let's see what's in the back though. I don't know if there's anything necessarily in the back that would be that favorable. I'm gonna guess it's Heracross. No, Charizard. Okay. The immediate switch out to Charizard would have been okay, but still would have not left it in a great situation. Deciding not to shield. And then here comes the Dragon Claw. And to be honest, could just shield, and then just wing attack and Mud Bomb or Mud Shot down. So able to take game number 1 in round number 5. All right. All right. Let's see. How is his opponent going to adapt? The double Mud Boy strategy, very interesting. Basically, the thing is, it's a little harder to pull off when they have. Okay, let's see if his opponent decides to stay in this match. We're gonna switch out. So Noctowl does get to this first charge move 2 mud shots before Quakes. Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna see the blizzard. It's exactly on a blizzard. Oh nope. Gonna go for mud bomb. Is that? Oh, it does get the blizzard. That's pretty huge actually. And this Stone Age is actually not going to KO this Wish Cache. Wow. Okay, I think that's going to be a pretty costly mistake there. You trade Mud Boys essentially. Can come back Noctowl. Was looking to draw out Shift Tree and then oh wow, gonna come out with not sure if I am wants to see if there's a Shift Tree. No, there is none. Here comes. And here comes the Frostlass. Wow, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, not in a well, still playable match, right? Like, it's still a playable match, but we're gonna see if a second shield comes out. It does. I think this opponent has no shields, or the thing is, these mud shots just don't do enough damage, or else like gonna look to farm. No, needs to get to this shield, and then gonna get hit by a blast burn. Yeah, that's GG. Wow, okay, nicely played. Needed to guess that last charge move. It was gonna be, if didn't shield that, then it still would have been close, because could have just double Dragon Clawed afterwards. It would have definitely been close. So now we're gonna move on to the pivotal game 3. Gonna go into Wish Cache. And we're gonna see interesting. Oh wow, they're each going Blizzard. Let's see if if this gets shielded, that's over. Man, this match is effective. This mud bomb is not gonna KO. Oh man, I don't know if I would have shielded there. I think I would have. I guess looking to draw. Maybe still can win this match. It's well, it does go for the mud bomb there. Wow. Okay, really gonna be able to turn this around, even though got the blizzard shielded. Wow, I think this Wish Cache was a little bit too greedy there. Okay, really nice play. Well, I counted him out after getting blizzard and then shielding the blizzard. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Let's see if it's gonna be a blast burn. It is a blast burn. Oh wow. Okay. Gonna go for the sky attack. I would shield if I was at Charizard. Oh no. Okay, not gonna shield. And gonna let this go. And we're gonna see this. Oh wow. Okay. This but has energy. Wow. Okay. Oh, well, I think like, oh yeah, able to just barely beat it. Like, even got the energy onto it. So GG. Now we're gonna move on to round number 6. So that was the first loss for TzSpenx. That was very close. Maybe like the play, maybe the only winnable play there was like stop wing attacking on the Noctowl onto the Charizard, or successfully calling the Blast Burn and then farming down the Charizard, and then wing attack, double sky attack, maybe like sky attack, and then force the the Frostlass to use his last shield and use energy in fear of getting double sky attacked, but even then it would have been pretty iffy. So expect his opponent to switch out. Not switching out. What could I have in the back? Could I have also running double Mud Boys. Gonna go Alolan Sandslash. Yeah, it was a very impressive comeback. Like getting Blizzard shielded and then getting hit by Blizzard, that's usually a GG. His opponent did slightly misplay, like should have had energy for the Mud Bomb. So obviously, like this is it's very dangerous to run an Alolan. It's tempting for sure. Nice farm down. Really does this really nice job of undercharging. You definitely don't shield if you're his opponent. Let's see. And then, oh man, I probably would have farmed up a little bit more, but you result in CMP tie, so I kind of get it. And is that 2 sky attacks? Oh, wow, okay. Let's see, another CMP tie. Foul play? Leaf Blade. Would I be able to survive this Leaf Blade? Oh, actually not at 2 foul play, so nice farming. And then here comes the Alolan Marowak, and yeah, this is pretty much over because another Mud Boy in the back. And then here's the Sky Attack, not going to KO. Let's see if this Alolan Marowak decides to farm down, which it probably should try to. That's like the only winning play. Unfortunately, going to be met by Lord Quagsire Shadow Ball, which actually does a pretty decent amount, but has to land basically 3 Shadow Balls. Like there's basically has to output 3 Shadow Balls, right? Which is another Shadow Ball there. So very impressive energy gain there. But unfortunately, it's going to get KO'd. So all right. Going to move on to game number 2. So favorable matchup for the Noctowl, but nice switch out. Going to catch this Sky Attack. Let's see if they have a Mud Boy. Oh no, they have a Alolan Sandslash. And then going to have enough energy to get to this Bulldoze, which is going to do quite a bit to this Alolan Marowak, but it does draw the shield, which is pretty valuable. Though, like, this Shadow Ball is still going to hurt. This Mud Bomb is not going to KO, so we're going to see if this Alolan Marowak decides to shield or not. It's not. And we are going to see Shadow Ball is still going to do a decent amount. And Bone Club. Yeah, unfortunately. And then you just count it, and then did 3 fire spins. So, and gonna look to, oh, wow, okay. Was probably at the Bone Club, but the Bone Club wouldn't have KO'd at that range. So probably maybe would have let it go. Man, I don't know what can beat Frostlass up a shield. I don't know if anything. 1-0 scenario, Frostlass beats this entire team. Oh, there's another Pokemon in the back. Okay, clearly I'm not counting. Okay, I'm clearly looking at the. Okay, let's see if this can beat 2 Pokemon. Actually, I don't know if it can. Actually, definitely cannot. Definitely cannot. Yeah, here goes another Ice Punch. Yeah, okay, yep. Clearly I was not paying attention to this match. Yeah, let's see. I'm not sure what the play. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is needed to get to that Blizzard. Unfortunately, could not get to it, and then gonna lose this. Is this match number? I'm assuming it's match number 1. Okay. Anyways, we'll see. He's actually at 24% battery left. Wow. Okay. Jesus, there's still 2 more rounds after this. Oh, now look. Okay, he must have heard me, so he needs to charge his phone. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Somehow through the video, heard my comments about his phone being gonna be on low battery soon. So now we're gonna end up in the Noctowl mirror, and gonna switch out. Really wants to bait out the grass. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a huge mistake there. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was crazy. Does that not have any Alolan Marowak in the back? Maybe. That might have been just a pure sack. Gonna be able to survive this sky attack. Nice QSA, nice like under control. This is why I find like a lot of elite battlers. They're like totally under control, even though a charge move is coming at them because they know they need to get this energy advantage. Man, is it Alolan Marowak in the back? That's a very weird team comp. If it is. It must be. It must be. Oh, man. Okay. Here comes the Blizzard. Is this going to be enough to KO? Nope, not able enough to KO. Okay. AWAC? No. Okay, come on. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Just a very weird team comp. Obviously, the AWAC can do really well against 3 of the Pokemon. Basically design the team to beat Venusaur? Venusaur not that much of a threat against this, kind of. Double Mud Boys, like, I get it, but that was a man, when you run that, I've been there. I ran like a line of 3. I'm like, oh no, I am definitely screwed here. So shiny Whiscash is going to be able to survive against this Venusaur. Sometimes you get people off guard, like anticipating the switch. Just going to purely sack it. Wow, really? Going to switch out into Quagsire, and we're going to see Shift Tree. It's still going to hurt, but not going to KO. So I'm very curious on... You definitely want to farm up as much as you can. I probably should farm up a little bit more. You're going to be met... Interesting going the Venusaur route. I guess that's for the Poliwrath. Poliwrath Shift Tree. But... The thing is, like, wow, really, Kay puts a ton of faith into this Alolan Sandslash. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, going to be met by we must recognize this game's already over, so that's why he's not even bother shielding. All right, GG. Yeah, I'm not sure Psychic on Noctowl is necessarily the right answer. I'm not sure what matches it picks up for you. Maybe there's something that I'm not aware of. Okay, here, Quagsire, Poliwrath. I'm pretty sure this goes in the way of Poliwrath. It's able to get to the Dynamic Punch 1 turn sooner than Quagsire is able to even get to a Stone Edge. This Earthquake is going to do a lot of damage, but Poliwrath's pretty tanky, but it does get the shield, so might be content at destroying the shield. Oh, does get does get. Let's see if another shield comes up or this Earthquake's going to come through. Okay, you obviously should farm very aggressively in this Poliwrath because you've burned both shields at this point in time. We're going to see Venusaur come in. Here comes an Ice Punch. This Venusaur is going to be able to get to the charge move before another Ice Punch. Too aggressive there. Maybe? We'll see. Is going to farm all the way down. You have to be so careful. Oh, wow. Yeah, a little too aggressive there. I definitely would have thrown the Frenzy Plant right away, but maybe we can still pull this out. Frostlass. What would have to be in the back? Okay. You know what would have to be in the back? If it's a Noctowl. Okay, this matchup's over. Let's see. Nope, Alolan Sandslash. Still gonna be I think Frostlass wins this. Bulldoze is 60, and I don't know if an Avalanche probably KOs here, and then Ice Punch definitely does not KO. Well, actually, maybe it would. This is KO, double resisted, and Ice Punch probably would have KO'd there. Would have? I don't know. Probably, maybe not. Maybe not. Probably not, actually. Wow, okay. Very impressive. This Frostlass just ran through the entire back of the team. Wow, that's crazy. That is nuts. That is crazy. Wow. Glad I'm running Frostlass on my team. Yeah, this for sure is a very difficult cup to run Balance Season 3, especially like running double ice, double mud boys. Definitely puts like some like can force you to run some weird team comps. So here comes the Ice Punch. Yeah, I think you only run the Nightshade for Bronzong with like Nightshade. With Nightshade, like you can actually CMP tie the Zero Shield. And here comes Alolan Sandslash. Ice Punch. And then expect the counter switch. We're going to see into Wishcash. And we're going to see the Mud Bomb. And then this Blizzard still won't KO, right? It definitely will not. We shield here. And then you might get hit by another Mud Bomb. Just totally fine. Still worth it, probably. Maybe not. Oh, wow. Okay, definitely need to throw that right away. Unfortunately, got a weak connection there. Oh, man. That is very unfortunate. Nice play by his opponent, but I think that weak connection might have... is this round number 8? Okay. Let's see here. Man, I'm so bad at keeping track of rounds. Oh, God. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is round number 8. Okay. I guess it wasn't a deciding match anyways, so, okay. There you go. Okay. Gonna get counter switch by... Okay, gonna... Shield. Did he expend 2 shield? Okay, I clearly wasn't paying attention to the first 30 seconds of this match, and actually it was pretty critical. Gonna let it go. And we're gonna see the Venusaur. And obviously a foul play is gonna come through. You're gonna see the counter switch to... Oh, man. That would... Man, these guys are... Those are some... But it still leaves this... It still leaves a window, though. The Shift Tree can still potentially... I don't know. This Venusaur has a little bit too much health. This is definitely not in the clear. I definitely, if I was the Bronzong, I definitely probably would not have hit like any confusion, hoping to farm down. It's obviously over, right? Because the switch clock is up, but that was a nice play. That was a very, very, very nice attempt at trying to... Oh, actually, no. This matchup's not over. Okay. Yeah, very nice attempt at trying to take out the Venusaur. but anticipating the switch in was ultimately the winning play there. And they're playing at table 2 right now, so obviously I'm assuming both these players are both 6-1 at this point in time. All right, so we're gonna see Venusaur into this shift tree. So favorable matchup for the Venusaur, but gonna get hit by the foul play. Okay, nice switch in. Very nice. Unfortunately, it wasn't a Sludge Bomb. That would have actually been even better. And might not even... Oh, okay, I was going to say, might not even get this Psyshock off, but is able to. Bronzong are pretty... The thing is, like, on paper, Bronzong seems pretty decent switch in. Doesn't want to get hit by another Psyshock. Is undercharging this. There's... Okay, yeah. Maybe should have hit a little bit more. Definitely should have did a little bit more. Oh man, okay. Unfortunately, gonna lose that counter switch. It's not. I was just saying that Bronzong not that great of a switch in, but actually ended up winning that switch in mostly because like a little bit too aggressive on the farm down. So on the undercharge. And we're obviously gonna see the not a great situation. Okay, so we know it's here comes Shift Tree again. Needs to hit this foul play, but it doesn't really. Does it matter though? Let's see here. It may matter. Unfortunately, wanted to perhaps even farm after. Might get hit by the Blizzard. But this Quagsire, nope, not going to be able to get to the Blizzard. Even got to the Blizzard, this Quagsire has a little bit too much health in the back and is going to be able to just Earthquake the Wish Cache and able to take it out. So able to take the final round. So this is going to be the final match of the video, I believe. So calls a lead and then going to immediately switch out into, oh man, carrying double ice in the back. Leaf Blade? That's foul play already? It is foul play, okay. She does a decent amount. And does shield there. Really wants to beat this Alolan Sandslash. Maybe a little, let's see if a second shield comes up. A second shield does come up. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to outspam this Alolan Sandslash. Oh, goes for the foul play. Oh wow, okay. End up getting far. Oh, man, this is not a great situation. Gonna be able to get to the Mud Bomb before, but I'm a little surprised. Well, I guess probably didn't want to get Shadow Balled. That's probably the play there, but this is gonna be a little bit too late because this Avalanche will come through, then immediate counter switch. Well, okay, never mind, not immediate counter switch. Wow, okay, able to get to the Shadow Ball, and this is gonna KO. Very aggressive on that. Way safer play would have just been to go to the Wish Cache, but able to win that and. Able to come away with the victory in that particular round and finishing the tournament at 7-1, and he actually achieved ace rank trainer. I don't know what he's globally, but very high up globally. Very impressive run. A very nice use of like basically sacking one of his 9th in the world. Okay, very impressive run. Was able to successfully run the double Mud Boy strategy by essentially sacking one of them, especially when they were like Venusaur was out there, but I guess they also did with the Shift Tree in the hopes of like farming it a little bit later. We probably saw the best case of that in round 1, but we saw like some pretty impressive play of trying to draw out the grass. Grass is like, see on this team, is it's not overly tempting to run against this team because it's quite a bit of checks, but also ran the double Mud Boy and double double ice strategy quite well and quite effectively, and was able to do very well. I've seen this match a lot, and getting to the hype for reaching the mud bomb. Yeah, getting to the shadow ball is always very hype. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. So I gotta do some testing with AJ now for Orlando. So thank you everyone for joining me on this stream, and congratulations on Thunder Lions, and congratulations. TzSpenx. But thanks for watching, and good luck everyone with their Fusion Cup tournaments.